What's up, everyone? Another back with more Factorio for you, episode 17. And again, not too deep in the season episode-wise, but I feel like we're pretty deep build-wise. This is really far into it for me, at least. So I do always say this kind of at the end. I should say it sooner. If you do like these kind of videos that I put out, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification. I would love to see you back and enjoying more of these with me. And there's some things coming up in I want to say fiscal year 25 because that's all I think about at work. I'm a manager. But no, calendar year 25. There's some things coming up, so I'd love to see you guys there. Let's get into it. Last episode, we built yellow belts and inserters and also did engines. All together, it was 5 builds that we did. Got a lot done in that time space, and I'd really like to do the same thing in the science, for the science lab here. We got 4 builds we're going to do in this. Really, it's 3 builds. And then maybe we can start working on bots this episode. That'd be great. Start down that pathway, and we can at least start getting some science queued. That would be really cool, because there is a lot of blue science I'd really like to get. So I've got some of what I need. No, it's not working. I've got some of what I need here. Let's get ripping. We just have to move our little builder dude over here. Do we have track yet? We do. Let's put this guy right here, because I'm going to be requesting some trains pretty much right off the bat. And I don't want him to get in the way. Ooh, I didn't check that. I only have enough for 2 trains, and I really should make some cars. Probably like 8 cars. So let's get that going, because I really want to draw that in right now and get it moving. But first thing we're going to do, well, first let's actually build this so we can actually bring the materials in, because sometimes it takes a long time, as we saw in the previous episode, to get this stuff in, and we're just waiting on it. And I don't like to wait on things. I like to get them done now. So let's do, wait, before we do that, let's get this guy going. I think these are kind of already set up to what I want him to say. Yeah. So the first one we've got is science. What kind? Red. Inbound, right? Because this is an inbound train. We're going to get some copper, and that is a plate category, correct? A plate category, copper. That's what we're going to do. So let's go do that. Oh, what did they destroy? I mainly only check when they destroy things now. That's fine. This has been an ongoing thing. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so we've got that set up, kind of, at least. Let's start setting up maybe some more of these. But we really should just set the train up. So let's get to that real quick. I keep saying that and not doing it. Can you? There we go. Okay, cool. You're going to get us copper. And, oh, okay, that's odd. Let me just pick this up, because it's going to be a pain in the butt to connect that. Now, what we're going to want to do, well, we can send it off and then put these guys in, because we're going to want to make sure that this guy, when he gets back, he can start unloading. So what we're going to tell him is, we want you first to be at science, right? And they're going to do that until you unload everything. You're going to have empty cargo. But when you have an empty cargo, you're going to go to the forge outbound, pick us up some copper plate. You're going to wait till you're full. Right, full cargo. Then we're also going to obviously add the refuel when we do this all the time. Why don't you go there first? So what we're going to say, though, now is let's get this guy in. And I think we should probably put him up over here like we do with almost all of our builds. And we'll connect him this way to the main line over here so he can get some power. And then what we'll do is put that dude in here. We love having these radars so I can see what I'm doing. All right, let's get this in again, so then this guy gets back. He can dump. And actually, I probably should do all this logistic stuff off camera like I usually do. In fact, I'm going to do that real quick. But first, I wanted to get this in at least, so when this guy comes back, he's ready to go. Let's get all these boxes in, and then I want to really, I just want 1 train load up here, because I don't need a lot of extra stuff here. I never will. It's not for production. It's just for science. So let's just make sure there's basically 1 train's worth of stuff here. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's that one. Let's get the second train on here and pulling the second thing, which I want to say is yellow belts. No, it's gears. No, that's too far. It's going to be gears. So we'll tell it to go to Logi and get us gears. So let's get this going. This guy might have a hard time. There we go. And then this is fine. Cool. Because that'll actually stop this guy from coming back. All right, now the plate guy can come back. Let's get this guy in. He's going to go right next door, though, so he's going to come back a lot sooner. So let's probably need to make sure we build this guy really fast. Okay, again, science, red, inbound again. Go to Logi, get me gears. Okay, and that's what this guy's doing. Again, very obvious stuff here. but I like to work with stuff already on the belts, and usually I like to do this before we even need it. Now, this is going to take extra time because these guys are going to the refueler, right, for their first time around the fence here. Let's turn that guy. Can I turn him? No. They're both backward. It's very interesting that they would even do that. There we go. Okay, now I have to put the coal back in. At least I can do half stacks. Okay. All right, same thing. You're going to go to science, logi gears till you're empty. No, you're not getting fluid. Till you're empty, and then you're going to go to logi gears outbound, right, till you're full, and you're obviously doing the refueler. Go to the refuel first. Okay, great. Again, let's get the... We don't need that. Oh, why can't he go? You already run out of coal? No. Why can't he go to the refueler? Is there someone in there? Where is that over here? Nobody's there. What's the problem? Am I in the way? Is something in the way? All right, we got that guy coming in at least. Let's drive this guy manually, I guess. Just manual. What is this problem? There you go. Somebody must be on their way there, and this guy was like, oh, crap. Okay, now he's going. All right, maybe somebody's done. I don't know. We'll figure that out later, I guess. All right, so that guy's back. We got the other guy coming in. Now we just have to beat him to the punch, which will be pretty easy. It takes them a long, long time. We are going to need this, I think, because I just can't... It just doesn't make it, I guess. All right, this one's ready. And again, I only want about 1 train's worth. So let's just let that guy fill up. And I'm going to do all the logistics now, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I am ready to build now. I've built all of the logistics here. I've put all the trains down, called all the items we're going to need. The one thing to call out, though, is that I had a belt balancer right here. You can't do that when you're sharing the belt. 2 items are sharing the belt. So these are going to be unbalanced builds right here. I don't think that's going to be a huge problem just because there's nothing consuming science. It's literally getting consumed one at a time. So this should be basically is if it's balanced when it begins, it should always be balanced again because we're not consuming science as like a product, right? We're just sending it over to the lab and we're done. So let's get over here now and start putting some red science in. What is this thing? Oh, okay, we got assembly machine 2s. We're gonna eat through these, and I'm really wondering if I should have just went and got like tons more of these. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I'm in the way because I've got what 140 when I started, and we're just gonna eat through these things like it's going out of style. Also, this is gonna really up our power consumption, so I got to be really careful there too. Although, yeah, I was checking when I'm running a new build, it's consuming tons of power. Once the build stabilizes, the power drop goes way down. So I'm not super concerned with power right now. It will become a problem just as we build more, but once we have bots, it won't be a big deal because we're going to be able to defend a way larger area when we have bots. Now, this looks backward to me. It's not. Okay, good. All right, so the undergrounds are in. I'm like barely keeping up with these uploads, by the way. I'm doing, let's see. Basically, I'm recording this the night. You're seeing this Wednesday. I'm recording it Tuesday night. Well, part of it Tuesday night. I'd record some of it last night. And it's because of all the logi stuff I'm putting in, all the stuff I'm doing off camera that I would normally do just with bots. Yeah, okay, then let's just do this side since we're going to go back with this guy right here. And we, again, won't have to do that once we get bots. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I'm trying to get there. I think if I do this again, well, I won't do a vanilla build again without bots, or I mean without mods, just because I think it's kind of ridiculous to do it. I don't think it's... I just want the achieves. Once I get the achieves, then I will probably go back to using nanobots. I'm not sure. But if I don't, then what I'm going to do is just find a way to rush bots. Like, not with big builds, not with anything like that. Just do some rinky-dink science, some jank science, jank everything. And then when I get bots, I'll just rip that whole build out and do something else, right? I don't care how crazy it gets. The only thing we would care about at that point is defense. So, especially if I'm going to rip it all out anyway, like, who cares? All right, no, the first one's not really done. We don't want it every one. We want it every other, right? So let's fix it by doing that. Oops. And then when I go to the next one, I'll do it opposite. Like over here, I'm gonna do this one right there, right? And then we'll do it like that. That'll cut down on power, even though lights aren't really that much power, but it does count. All right, now these are really slow. This build is 0.15 seconds, so it doesn't really even matter what you do as far as a build here. I'm just trying to use 2 belts just to save some space, because space is the biggest consideration here. Now let's belt this in, and so we can let it rip. We'll let this guy rip at least. Now, wait. That's unbalancing this whole thing, so we don't want that. This is not balanced. We're going to have to do the rest of it. We did a little bit. Let's see if it works, I guess, is all I care. Yeah, it's working. Right, it's working on both sides. We'll have to test the rest of it when we set the whole thing up. Let's cut this back to here, I guess, because we're just not ready for that. In fact, let's do the rest of this the same way, so that when we are ready to... Oop, it's trying to do it too, because I did that wrong. That everybody's ready to go. Actually, it didn't do anything because there's nothing there. There's literally nothing there to consume. We could just do that. Okay, so let me build the other ones of these, and then we'll just let it rip. Okay, the whole thing's built. Let's let it rip. Let this whole thing go. And this thing, I think, produces 20 science per second, so it's not that much. Honestly, 20 science per second, that'd be... If you're doing it per minute, that's what, 1,200? Oh, that's actually a lot. 1,200 per minute's a lot. But, I mean, I don't even think we're going to consume this much. I was just thinking, maybe I just don't need this much of a build. I might build the other ones at half size, because I just don't think we're going to need this much science coming out so fast. It also gets put to one side of a belt, so we're really only doing 15 science per second anyway. And so I think this thing's not even going to be fully used anyway, because the belt, it's going to get full and back up, right? So let's build... we'll build that last. Let's let this flow in really fast. You can see, again, it's already getting backed up. So we really don't need this full build because it can't be utilized anyway. It can't be used. So let's look at this next build, though. This is 0.12 per second. I think this is 0.15, right? So this is going to be... Is it the same number of machines? I believe it's the same number. Yeah, so it's 160 machines, right? 20 by 8. So if it's 160 times 0.12, it's 19. So we don't even need this whole thing, right? The belt can only do 15. So for now, I think we're just going to build half of this. That'll save me a lot of resources. I need to go restock anyway. So that'll save me a lot of resources. I'll do the same thing on blue. Blue's a lot bigger build because it's 3 items per. But let me go get restocked. I will be right back. All right, I got to restock, and again, I'm only going to make half this build because I don't think we just don't need it. And so when we get more need, we will expand the build, and we have space to expand the build. This is a scalable build, right? That's perfect. So that should be 10 if I calculated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's get this in. Again, it's less to build too, so that's even better. Like before we have bots, right? I was just thinking, man, you're building some massive builds for not having bots yet. I thought you were waiting for bots, and seems like I'm not, right? It's like, yeah, not really, apparently. No, that's not right. I want it every 8. So something like that actually would be perfect. Let's get the underground in. And again, this is going to be a lot more simple. Why don't we cut this off? Oh, I can't. I don't really want to box it. Let's just do this. We'll fix that later. And then it should make some space once I'm done with this build. I can go pick that stuff up. Because again, I have just tons of stuff on me, right? Right, that's in. Again, this won't take that long, and I'm keep running way past where I'm going to stop. And I keep forgetting that I'm only doing 10. Okay, long hands are almost in. Then, again, this build's exactly the same as the red build. It's just a little bit slower is all it is, really. All right, so that's in. Let's do all the other ones. Be right back. All right, it's all online, and I am slowly going insane. I'm going to tell you that. So when bots come online, I'm just going to be like, rejoice! Hallelujah! You know what I mean?
And there was much rejoicing.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, the clicking is crazy. All right, let's turn this sucker on and get this one in, and then we will do blue, and when we'll be done with this episode. It might be a little short, I doubt it, but let's see what happens. Is everything working? And we're getting just tons of biter killings over here. They're killing stuff because they're attacking from different angles. So I really need to beef up right here. They've found a new spot to attack. It is what it is. We'll deal with that in a minute. Here's a bunch of green coming out. That's awesome. We're going to let it do its thing. We're going to move forward to blue. Do I need to do any resupply? I don't think I do. Let's just move this train to like here, I guess. There we go. Yeah, green's coming in. That's awesome. I don't like that. Why don't we make it go onto one side of the belt like pretty much right away? Let me see how I can fix this. There we go. It just slows the whole build down and we don't create a lot of extra for no reason. That's going to be the same on the blue right over here because it's only going to be on half. So let's go make sure we do that right away. Oh, it's already doing it. Great. All right, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to build half and not worry about building too much because the blue science is going to come in so fast. Like, it's going to be easy to be done. 1, 2, 3. I think I need one more. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually need 2 more. There we go. That's half. Okay, cool. We're going to blow through the science so quickly. Like, you know, these are not a lot of packs. I think it's 200 to 400 or so per. And we're going to have a lot of science labs. I set it up, I think, for like a couple hundred or something like that. So we should be fine. Again, this is a 5-belt build because it has 3 items. So this is a very common sight you've seen on many other builds we just did, like the engine build and the inserter build, stuff like that. It's a pretty common build for me. It does have a lot more to build, though, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get going. This is incorrect. There we go. That's right. This is right. Yeah, see? Just over and over, they're finding new ways to attack. See, we built this. Now they're just attacking that till they get through. And I bet you they're going to get somebody through pretty soon. So I'm going to have to go handle that. I actually handled another thing off camera that I didn't really show you. And actually, we do need that, or this won't work. I guess I can just show you real quickly. I did this over here. I had to beef this up because, again, it only had one line of guns, and that was not enough. So that's beefed up. I'm just going to have to do that continuously until we get bots. Oh, this doesn't have the big poles. Let's get big poles in here. Just like we did for the other builds. That should help a lot. Oh, I don't need big poles right here. It'll connect across. Okay, just one big pole in. Actually, that's not true. Oh, yeah, it is, because there's no train over here. Usually we would put like a train right there, but we don't need one. And we got the radar. That's fine. Let's move this radar over one, because this is the last radar on the line. There we go. It'll cover a little more area that way. All right, let's get the inserters in. We've got all the undergrounds in. Oh, this one's already going. Well, this is... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, the whole thing is going. So why don't we stop this, then? Because it's going to go at different speeds, and that's going to unbalance it. This one doesn't matter because the red chips are balanced. So, yeah, I don't care on this one. Fast? I don't think these need to be fast. These are extremely slow. So I'm going to switch this with yellow. I'm just going to start using yellow on this. Because, again, I don't need the speed, and I don't need the powertrain, right? There's no point. All right, let's keep going on this. There we go. And then this side... Oh, it's still going to be longhand out. So at least these sides are the same. Okay, great. And these are coming out at 0.06 per. So if we look at this with... I don't think this is a 20 thing build, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's just do 10. That's fine. This is 18 times 8. Let's do the math real quick on this one. 18 times 8 times 0.06. The whole build is 9 per second. So on this one, we probably could do more, but I'm not going to. This is still good. This is still going to be like 5 per second, and I don't even think we're going to need that much. So let's just keep doing this. All right, next is going to be these dudes, right? The long hands. Oh, and we don't have lights yet. I probably should put lights in. I'd like to do that before I get to this part. I think this is kind of it. No, they got to bring in one more thing. Right, we got one more thing to bring in. And is that double? Well, it's double here just because it's got to touch both, right? There we go. No, that's wrong. It's that. So these are going to start producing right away because that's how I built this system. I pre-loaded it, which was kind of a bad idea on my part, to be honest, but that's okay. Okay, that should do it. Everything should be functioning. Let's get the lights actually are good. I would like it to be like that. There we go. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. So we should get some blue. They do take, again, a super huge amount of time. But they're all full, and that's that build right there. Let's get Okay, this makes sense because, oh wait, this guy can't go out. There we go. This makes sense because this other side, and again, we didn't finish this either. There we go. That's finished. It does need a light right there. Okay, cool. Again, this one isn't finished. Weird. There we go. All right, so that's built. Let me build the rest of these, and then we'll let it rip. It's already going to rip anyway, but we'll turn them all on at the same time. Okay, I think it's done. I don't think I made any mistakes. We will see. I'm going to turn this sucker on, and then I'm going to show you something I found out while I was building this that I'm going to have to take care of off camera, but it's pretty gruesome. And again, I don't even think bots could help me with this. It's pretty bad. So there we go. Science is pumping. It's moving. It's grooving. It's doing all the things. We're still getting like major attacks. At least this one is up against our normal amount of defense there. That's amazing. Now let's go set up our science. I might have to increase this off camera if I see that it's just not coming in fast enough. We will see. But let's get in here and I don't think we can go that way. We're gonna have to go. Can we just go around? Yeah, we can just go around. Let's do that. We won't get in anybody's way. But this will get us to where the science lab is. And then we can just put the labs in and we'll be done. And then off camera, I'll do the couple fixes I need to do. We'll be ready to start building bots, man. The path to bots, at least. All right, that is going to be a problem. So let's move this guy again. Let's get him. There's really no safe spot for him. I'm just going to send him back to base for now. And then I'll just run over there. All right, so we've got all the science we need coming in. Let's get some of these guys set up. Now I made 24 so that we can do, I want to say 8 on each of these lines right here, right? This is probably not going to be really enough, right? We're going to want way more than this. But for this video, it's enough. Oops, I'm going to have to ghost these, but that's okay. And then going forward, we'll just add more. Let's ghost this guy in so that we make sure we have the proper build here. These are all the same as I usually do it. And I did set it up with 3 belts in mind so that we can go all the way up to 6 different kinds of science. So that should really get us where we need to be. Okay, so let's just get these in really quickly. I think these are a little bit different. There we go. Should be a no-brainer. It's just a little bit more complex in here. And we're going to need, on the opposite side this time, we're going to need one of these guys. So let's do something like that. There we go. Now we got power. And I usually like to put some lights in here so we know what we're doing there, so we can see that thing. All right, so this guy's got power. Let's build his belts now. This will get the science going in. Right, that's blue science. Let's just get all the belts in. Is it all connected? Yeah, okay, we should have red and green and blue. Yeah, we have red, green, and blue. Now we can start getting the red and green in, and then the blue. And then these are going to be whatever these dudes are, which are, they're not online yet. So let's do the opposite. These are pretty simple builds here. That's not right. Yeah, that's whoa. Okay, it goes right there actually. There we go. Okay, that makes sense, right? These guys are the ones that are close by. So see, we're getting damaged or destroyed items all the time. Oh, this is nothing new really right here. But it's happening in different places, and I think that's the thing I really kind of nervous about. Okay, this thing's ready. Now we don't have black for now, and we will need black soon. Oh, you can see right here I don't have that guy. We will get black soon because I think there are going to be some techs we'll want to unlock pretty quickly that need black. So we might add that in even though it's not part of the bot build. All right, now let's see what we want to do. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff that just needs black, right? It's all munitions, right? So we can't get any of those, which kind of stinks. Let's get advanced oil processing for sure. That should start immediately, right? Then we're going to want sulfur. I think we already have sulfuric acid and batteries, right? Let's just go down here. We can tell. Sulfuric acid and batteries. There's batteries. I think this is sulfuric acid. Yeah, there's sulfuric acid, so we got those. We're going to want advanced oil processing. And that gets us every one of those, I think. We're going to want lubricant, right? Because we're going to do that second. So let's go back and see if lubricant is in there. I thought lubricant was right here. Maybe not. Maybe it's past advanced oil cracking. Yeah, it's right here, actually. We want lubricant next. All right. Then what do we want? Then we're going to want electric engine, flying robot frame, construction robots, roboports. So electric engine. Okay, yeah, that's easy. Great. Flying robot frame. Oh yeah, it's all in a row here. Then we want construction bots. And does that get us Roboport? I think it does. Yeah, that gets us Roboport. So that's all we have to get what we need. And then what I'll do is just after that, I'll queue up a bunch of other stuff. Now, personal Roboport would be awesome. So let's get that for sure. That'll let me run around and build stuff. That's great. Now let's exit out of that. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. Yeah, baby. I love when science kicks back on. Now we're actually way more advanced than I was last season already. Just our sciences, at least. Why don't we get this first? Oh, we don't need that. It's not going to help that much. It makes it fast. I don't know, man. Let's do that, I guess. It does make it so it costs less science to research these things. But it doesn't. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. Actually, mining productivity could be good. Maybe we take this off and put mining productivity on there. That could help a lot, honestly. So we're going to get a bunch of advancements real quick. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hopefully you're loving it. We're almost to bots. Again, 2 or 3 more episodes will be at bots. I'll see you on the next one. Stay frosty.